The first bad thing you can do when working on your hull planking is not planning. And the second is skipping this video forward. Each minute contains essential tips to make a good hull, so be sure not to skip any part. What a modeler usually does at this stage of the process is to take note of how its hull is shaped. To do that, we need to measure the perimeter of each bulkhead on one side at least. I put an M on the bigger bulkhead. This is where my planks won't be tapered and they will be glued at their natural size of 5 mm. Or in other words, I can fit 21 untapered planks to completely fill my hull at the bulkhead 5. Then I divide the perimeter of the other bulkheads by the 21 untapered bulkheads. This way I know how wide my planks should be in that precise point. So before we start planking, you guys know I've tapered the bulkhead number, all the bulkheads, but in particular the number 4. You can see that, you can check it out in my previous video. And I tapered it a bit more because, let me try to put the first button, the first plank. What I will do is basically to put this guy over here like so, and without this piece of bulkhead 4 we can pretend that this kind of bulb finishes more or less where the bulkhead 4 begins, and would be something like so. And then we're gonna cover this from the top. This way, when we are gonna install the second plank, we'll have something like here, and our keel will be basically free. So we'll do something like this. This first plank is gonna kind of dissolve, so it will leave the keel free. It's the only system it comes to my mind in order to show the difference between the hull and the actual keel, which should be visible. It shouldn't be covered in planks. Same with the stern. I will have the plank finishing basically here, so the keel will remain free. To taper the plank, I get note of the position of each bulkhead on one of my plank. And then I can transfer this information to the other planks. This way I know how much should I taper in that precise point with the help of my mini wood planer. Another important thing to do when working on each single plank is to slightly taper the side in the point where they are curving. You can also think of mass tapering your plank by using an aluminum U-shaped profile. Ideally, when placing each plank, you should check if you are overlapping with the ones you already glued. In this case, it happened to me here, as you can see, so I tapered the plank I needed to fit in there. Don't force the plank too much. If it doesn't fit, follow what I'm doing here. If your hull is curved at the bow or at the stern level, then you should watch my other video on planking a curved hull. Before getting to the last plank, you can try to check how many planks you can eventually fit in the remaining space. This step is really important to avoid having too much space between planks in certain areas. Be sure to check how many planks you can fit at the center, at the bow, and at the stern level. From there on to the last plank, we can adjust the width of each single plank precisely. The last plank is the hardest to shape. First, copy its shape to a tape. Ideally, you should have the space to fit less than the total size of the whole plank. In other words, the space left shouldn't exceed the width of your last plank, in this case 5 millimeters. If you get more than that, in some points, be sure to have a wider spare plank to use. From here on is a trial and error work, so take note where the plank doesn't fit and taper accordingly. For this model, no second planking is included, so if you messed it up and you don't want to paint it, don't give up and try this technique on your second build. If you have visible small gaps and you plan to paint your model, those can be filled with some wood putty or a mix of wood sand and glue. In any case, be sure to use some resin or a hole filler product like I did. Having done that, we can move to the painting process. Hey guys, don't forget I started a discount program on my website, and here you can find a 25% off promo code on my digital products. Cheers!